Hey guys, welcome back to Higher Grounds. I'm Heather if you're new here. We thank you for joining us on our farm adventures and gardening adventures here on our homestead. Today we're working on setting up a tomato trellis. So we're over here, our raised beds are here. Here's right next to it's our in-ground garden area that has been highly neglected. So we've been out here, we've been working on trying to get some weeds and grass out of here, and I put down some weed mat. I also put down some of the compost that we had delivered in our soil. So we don't have the greatest soil here. We live up high on this mountain, as you can tell, and it's nothing but hard chert. So we're working on building better soil. So I've added that compost in there, and we're going to get started on setting up some of these T-posts and working on this tomato trellis. Let's go. It's right there on the tractor. Alright, so there we go. I'm missing one T-post. I should have got 4 and I only got 3. And I bought, did I say these are 8 or 10 foot? 8-foot T-post because I want it tall for my indeterminate tomatoes, and I've got clips that's going to hang with the string, and I'll show you that in a little bit when we get to it. So all we did was we first put a T-post, and then we put the 90. Can you see? I can't see, I'm too short. I'm too short to see up there. The 90 elbow, and then the conduit, they're in 10-foot pieces. This is about a 30-foot row. So we've got the conduit, then the next T-post, then the T piece for the PVC, so the conduit can go through there, connect to the other piece of conduit, all the way down to when I get to the last one, we're going to put another 90-degree elbow PVC on top of that T-post, and the pressure will keep them in there. So now what I'm going to do, since I don't have another T-post, I'm going to kind of burn some holes. It's really windy, so I'm sorry. Seeing if that'll stop for a minute. So what I want to do, there we go. What I want to do is I'm going to burn holes in my landscape fabric so I can plant my tomato plants in there. So that's what I'm going to do now, since I can't really go any further with, we're going to have to go to the store to get another tall T-post. There's only one store around here that has them in this height that I wanted. So I'll have to make a run to the store, we'll get that, and then we'll finish up the actual trellis system. But I mean, it's easy. I saw this, and last year I did them over here on the cattle panels, and I'm rotating. I didn't want to plant right there in that ground again, so I wanted to rotate. I've got some other ideas for things to go over there. I've got some tall flowers you saw, so yep, we're gonna get to planting now, getting some things in the ground. That's fun. Yeah, whatever for your feet. There you go. Get a little more on that bottom layer. That way this is not gonna... Ooh. So the reason that we're burning this with the torch is because when you cut this fabric here, it's woven. So see, it'll just start fraying. So the reason we're burning it is to stop that from happening. Yeah, maybe we can make it. So we're planting about every 15 inches apart is what I'm wanting to do, since we're trellising them. I want to show y'all something that is really cute. So behind me, you can see these are loofah gourds left over from last year, and the weather has gotten to them. They have turned, but I should have cleaned them up before now. I never did, and we have had a little bird has nested in them and built its nest, and there's been eggs. So I wasn't going to disturb anything. I was just going to leave it be, let it hatch out, let them before I did anything with these. So I come out here today, and I keep all of my gardening stuff out here, my gloves and clips and everything. And so I just walk past, and sometimes she will scare me to death by flying out because her nest is right here. I don't want to touch it. I don't want my scent on anything. And she'll scare me because she's just in there laying on it. But I came out today and the first little baby has hatched, so I'm going to show you guys. So cute. So cute. So let's see. Let's see if we can see down in there. Can you see down in there that little bitty baby? Look, looking for mama with its mouth wide open. Oh, how cute. So there's still some more. Does it look like they're... Can't tell if that's got a pip in it. Look, sweet little baby. Alright, so we're back in the garden. As you can tell, it's another day. It's been several days later. My tomato plants here have gotten big enough that I can start trellising them up. And so I've done several, so I'm going to show you what we've done. We have the 8-foot T-post in the ground. We have the conduit with the PVC fitting. So we have the elbows and then the T's, the elbows on the end and the T's going all the way down the middle. And all we have done, we bought a pack of these hooks with the string off of Amazon. And so as you can see, like they've got the hook on both ends so you can use it either way. And it's already got your string on there for your plants. So since these hooks won't hook onto the conduit, we've just rigged up with some zip ties. So we can hook that in there on the zip tie and it can hang. And we can tighten those so that they don't just slide all around. So I'm going to show you how I am trellising up my indeterminate tomatoes this year. So this whole pack came with several of these. You just unravel your string a little bit. And I'm just going to hook it up there. And then it also came with this bag of clips. And so this should last me, I would say 2 or 3 years if I continue to do this way. I've never trellised like this before, so I want to see what works the best for me, what I like the best. So these little clips, if you can see it here, the little flat part that's in there, and it just folds. Well, we're going to take this string, and on the flat part, I'll show you down here, we're going to wrap it around. So here's my plant, and they've already been trimmed up some. So I'm going to take my string, if I can grab hold of it, I'm going to take my string, put it there in the center, and I'm just going to wrap it around. Oh gosh, it's just all up in the way. Let's do this. Okay, take it, wrap it around, and I'm just going to hold that. Now these are plastic clips. They're not going to hold up forever. Wrap it around, and you can see that they're big enough so that as that trunk of that tomato plant grows, that will have plenty of room. Hooking it below some branches, and I am just going to take my leader now and just wrap it. And so as this plant grows taller, we're just going to wrap it up and train it so that it stays up, and that with wind is not going to damage it. It's going to protect it. We can cut it easier. It's up off the ground. So that's going to be how I'm going to do it. I've got one last one to do today. So let's unravel this and do it one last time. Hook it in there. That's long enough. Grab a clip. So the only thing that I think I'll have to rebuy if I continue to do this again is just these clips. I mean, I'll probably have plenty left, but wrap that through the center, hold it, and close it around that. And then just twist your main leader branch that you're going to use around. And as it grows, continue wrapping it. And that's going to keep that trunk of that tomato plant nice and sturdy so that the wind, we have a lot of wind up here on this hill, so that that wind won't damage and break our plants. And that's how we're trellising our tomato plants this season. Now look at this hollyhock. And there's Bailey. It is so pretty. It is so pretty. Look at how tall it is. I'm like 5'4", and here it's almost as tall as me. This I grew from seed. It is so pretty. So pretty. I may have to move it since it's red. Y'all know around front I'm trying to do a red, white, and blue cottage garden. So I may move it up there so that I know that it's red. I think that several of them are some different colors. I've got some others that are leafed out pretty good, but there's no blooms yet, so we'll see what those look like. Look at those.
He washes over me with light, serenity.